morning, and thank you for joining us on your Tuesday live at 8 o'clock. I'm China Green.
And I'm Matthew Herchick. Happy to have you with us. Rod Hill, Chris McGinnis standing by with a look at our weather and traffic. It's slightly less rainy start to the day, Rod.
Yes, it was just a steady rain yesterday. Turned out to be a record for the date when PDX put 1.08 inches of rain in the rain gauge. Now we still have, it's really wet outside on the ground from all that rain, but the actual weather right now has broken into scattered, mainly light showers. In fact, opening up some nice dry time between McMinnville and downtown Portland right now. It's still very cloudy outside. Our state capitol reporting 42 degrees. Here's downtown Portland. Looking across Willamette, look how glassy the water is. Wind report out of PDX along the Columbia is calm, 41 is the temperature. So the forecast today, scattered light showers. Instead of getting an inch of rain, we might not even make it up to a tenth of an inch. 46 at noon, and potentially getting up to about 50 for a high today. Wind direction is west-northwest. Here's Chris.
Hey, Rod, thanks for that. A reminder, we talked about this yesterday. Again today, later on, throughout the morning and early afternoon, Multnomah County doing some bridge inspection on the Hawthorne Bridge. And what that means for you is that they're going to be doing multiple bridge lifts lasting upwards of 20 minutes. That was yesterday and again today. Tomorrow and Thursday, those inspections will move to the Morrison Bridge. All right, back to the freeway drive and the here and now. Something slowing up the drive right now on I-5 southbound. This is the Hood Avenue on-ramp and then getting down towards Corbett and the Twilliger curves. We're a little slow there. I don't see any crashes, but it is a little thick. Meanwhile, over on the west side, recovering after some earlier trouble on the Sunset, the inbound Highway 26 drive is especially slow this morning right now, about 35 minutes to get you in from Hillsborough. Interstate 84 not doing that much better either. Your westbound drive coming in from Troutdale just shy of 40. China?
Thank you, Chris. Developing this morning, parents in Longview are calling for administrators to resign over rape allegations at Mark Morris High School.
This comes after two members of the boys basketball team were arrested and accused of sexually assaulting their younger teammates. Sunrise reporter Thomas Schultz joins us now. Thomas, district leaders have been very limited on what they're saying about all of this.
Yeah, look, they've been mum, right? And here's the thing. This all comes last night at a board meeting where district leaders didn't apologize or say they made a mistake after two teenagers were arrested last week. Those arrests only happened after parents got police involved, and that happened weeks after the district first learned about these allegations. Longview police are now investigating both the school district and Mark Morris High School for possibly violating their mandatory reporting duties. Court documents allege a 16 and 17-year-old basketball player sexually assaulted younger players for months. Victims told investigators they were dragged into a dark team room and then held against their will. According to police reports, school staff and administrators knew about the accusations 2 weeks before a parent went to police, triggering that criminal investigation. At last night's school board meeting, parents didn't hold back.
The police should have been immediately brought in. This never should have been an internal investigation at all.
If you fail to step down, this will not go away. The parents of this district are done tolerating your antics, protecting public image over children.
On February 7th, Principal Aaron Whitwright sent a letter to parents criticizing what he called false rumors and speculation, and said the district had already investigated a report and given appropriate consequences. That response outraged students who protested the inaction. Last night, district leaders did not apologize, though they said they're committed to the police investigation.
I know some families have said the situation has damaged their trust in the district. That's deeply concerning to me. I know trust is earned through consistent actions, not just words.
Now, once that police investigation is wrapped up, district leaders say they will also employ an outside investigator to review the school district's practices. Matthew, China.
Our Thomas Schultz reporting live. Thank you, Thomas. And a reminder, if you or someone you know is a survivor of sexual assault, know that help is always available 24/7. You can call the National Sexual Assault Hotline at 1-800-656-4673.
A Clackamas County man accused of killing his estranged wife is expected to stand his first day of trial in just under an hour. Michael Fournier appeared in court earlier this month where he was expected to accept a plea deal, but instead he chose to go to trial. Fournier is facing a second-degree murder charge and 2 aggravated animal abuse charges for allegedly killing Susan Phoenix Lane Fournier and her 2 dogs in November of 2024. Court records show that she had filed for divorce about a month before her death. Opening statements are expected to begin at 9 a.m.
A SUV driver has died after a crash with a school bus. This was in West Salem on Highway 22 around 10 o'clock Monday morning. State police tell us that the bus driver with the Salem-Keizer district and one student were taken to the hospital with minor injuries. Around 60 high school students were on a field trip at the time, their way to Western Oregon University. The students returned to school and counselors were on hand. No word yet on the cause of the crash. Oregon lawmakers are working on a bill that would increase penalties for swatting, as swatting calls are picking up in Washington County.
Swatting is when someone makes a false emergency report to provoke law enforcement to respond. The swatting first call came in early Sunday when deputies say someone reported a shooting at the Commons at the Avalon Park Apartments in Tigard, but the report turned out to be fake. Deputies were then called back to the same complex when someone said they shot their mother and were holding their 7-year-old brother hostage. A SWAT team went out but found out that call was fake too.
It's not terribly uncommon. It doesn't happen all the time, but it is certainly a growing concern for us as swatting calls come in. And when I mean swatting calls, it means a call that isn't really happening. You know, someone is calling into dispatch, reporting an emergency that isn't happening.
No injuries were reported in connection with either of those incidents. Meanwhile, a new video is showing how drones are becoming like first responders in Washington County. Over the weekend, deputies launched 2 drones to help find a suspect who ran out of a house while they were serving a search warrant. The drones showed the deputies exactly where the man went, and they were able to take him into custody. The sheriff's office can launch drones from across the county, and deputies run them remotely, in some cases using a simple Xbox controller. The drones can also track the deputies' body cameras to follow them out on calls.
Even the first day we were seeing successes. We had a deputy respond to a DUI that was being followed where the person that called them in had lost sight of him, didn't know the address, but the drone found them right away before the deputy arrived.
This is a test program that they'll use for the next month or so, and then they will see if they can get funding to implement the technology long term.
Time now 8:08, headed over to Rod Hill for a look at your weather right now.
Hey, good morning. Big change today. Yesterday, steady rain. We picked up over an inch. Today, scattered light rain showers, certainly under a quarter, and maybe even only around 1/10 of an inch. And you can already see behind me that what was steady rain has really broken up. Mostly scattered light showers on the west side. It is rain along 84 out through the gorge. The weather service, has a winter weather advisory up until 10 for the Hood River Valley near to above 1,000 feet for the chance of a little bit of light snow, but so far not seeing much out there. A mixed bag of some light precip showing up out in Baker County. So if you're going to be out and about today, there will be a mix of some dry time, unlike yesterday when the raindrops were just relentless. Temperature up in the West Hills at 600 feet, 40 degrees. We're very uniform in the temperature department. Here's the Chehalem Tasting Room out in Sherwood, and that's 42. And winds are calm, so not much variance. About the same at the beach, 43 Astoria and Newport Bend, 39. We have clouds statewide. We're all in the same batch of air, and everybody's about the same temperature. Burns, one of the cooler spots, at 37 this morning. Forecast map. Scattered showers, coast, valley, more rain again to the south than up to the north today. But down in Eugene, where you folks picked up more than 2 inches yesterday, it's only about 1/4 of an inch expected today. So big drop. Bend 52, John Day 48, snow level at 5,000 feet. 7-day forecast. About 50 today. Scattered light showers for the most part. Tomorrow, sun breaks, a spotty shower chance, so really mainly dry. Thursday's dry. Chance of some rain Thursday, overnight, Friday from a system that might just stay to our north. And then the weekend, I don't have anything I'm looking at, just mostly sunny skies both days. Here's Chris.
Oh, you're looking at that weekend. Come on, I know you're looking at the weekend. All right, let's get you to the drive right now. We've got a couple of slow spots, a couple of big slow spots out there. The inbound Sunset's been really thick this morning. 217 now is starting to run a little thick as well. We'll check that out in a minute. Right now you're driving from Hillsboro about 32 minutes on Highway 26. Slow through Bethany, and then again as you get up towards the Sylvan Hill. I-84 really thick through the Gateway District as well. At last check, that westbound drive from Troutdale rolling along at about 40 minutes. We'll zoom in real quick. This is out near the Sylvan Hill, and again, there's the Canyon Road on-ramp and Highway 26 here inbound. Again, that's running pretty slow, and here's the 217 drive near Hall Boulevard, especially slow northbound from here up past Shoals Ferry to Beaverton Hillsdale Highway. Matthew, China, back to you.
Chris, thank you very much. It's been 1 year since the new Black Cultural Center opened at the Portland North Library, and librarians there say a big draw at the center is the Black Pacific Northwest collection. It's entirely made up of Black authors or books about Black members of the Portland community. People who visit are especially drawn to the Jefferson High School memory books.
There's educators that were students in here, and there's pictures of them. And sometimes they just want to kind of like browse themselves and look at the different placards, but sometimes it kind of initiates a conversation and you kind of get into something a little bit like deeper there.
According to Multnomah County, visits to the library are up. About 179,000 people visited the North Portland Library since its reopening a year ago, with 6,300 of them attending one of the library's programs.
The Winter Games are over and Olympians are making their way back home. We catch up with a Portland native on how it feels to compete in his first games.
I'm Matthew Herchick, new morning anchor at KGW. I'm a huge sports fan, and I know I might be from the Buckeye State, but I'm excited to explore what the Rose City has to offer. I want to make sure you're prepared for the day, whether it's bringing you breaking news or sharing those inspirational stories that make you smile. We've got you covered. Because when news moves fast, you need a team that moves with you. Make the move to Portland's #1 streaming newscast, Sunrise, weekday mornings from 5 to 9, anywhere you watch.
We have now issued a weather impact alert.
We could expect conditions in some parts of our area to change drastically pretty soon, right?
And very quickly, yeah.
This is significant rainfall coming our way.
You'll definitely want to be extra cautious.
Certainly becoming increasingly hazardous.
We've got the potential for some tree limbs or even trees or power lines to come down.
Of course, when you hear thunder, it's always best to take cover.
On Weather Impact Alert Days, stream extended coverage on KGW+.
The Olympics may be over, but we are still keeping tabs on our local athletes, including Portland Olympian 17-year-old snowboarder Alessandro Barbieri.
Yeah, he's now back in the U.S. after his first Winter Games, and he dropped in at our Denver affiliate along with snowboarders Chase Blackwell and Jake Pates, who are in Colorado with him for an event at a local terrain park. Now, you might remember that we were at Cedar Mill Elementary during the games. That's where Barbieri went to school, and students and teachers held a watch party for him there during the half-pipe final. Turns out, one of those teachers sent him a note.
My kindergarten teacher messaged me while I was doing the Olympics. I was like, Mrs. Marshall, what? What are you calling me? Like, she didn't call me, she texted me, but I was like, what? That's crazy.
What'd she say?
No, she was like, we're super proud. We knew you could make it. You know, ever since I was like a little kid, I always had like so much energy. And she was like, we knew you would have become an Olympian.
Really cool stuff there. Now, there will be no rest for Barbieri. He's off to Aspen this weekend to compete in a half-pipe event there. And taking a look back at the last few weeks, this year's Olympics was definitely one to remember.
Not only was this the most watched games since Sochi, but as King 5's Jake Wittenberg shows us, the Olympics are more than cheering on your favorite athlete.
One of the first things I noticed about the Olympics is the pride, not just among the Italians here in this beautiful city of Milan, but among all of the people that come here during the Olympics to represent the 93 nations that make up this global tradition. If there was one way to describe it, that feeling, whether it's in the frozen peaks or at the heart of the arena, the people
such a fun, amazing place where everyone can celebrate sport. It doesn't matter your nationality, we're coming together to celebrate sport.
The moments.
Just so honored to be her teammate.
The games. How can you describe something so big like the Olympics?
Go USA!
Something so much bigger than one person or one flag.
Sharing your heritage and saying, this is where we've come from.
It's not one way or another way or the Norway. It's pride. When the voices here speak for the millions back home. No matter the language or the nation or the culture you're just learning, the Olympics kindle a sense of pride. That all of us are better together. Moments of triumph and tears of joy for 17 days. Borders dissolve into lanes, and into chance, and a realization that the Olympics brings a sense of belonging.
I'm lucky I'm from the best country in the world. We got great dentists there too, so.
I deserve to be here. I deserve to be on that podium, and I'm gonna go for it.
Inspiration. A sense of place and a feeling of home.
It is kind of cool that all the chants, no matter what the language, kind of sound the same, don't they? Hey-ya, hoo-ya, hey-ya, oh. They all sound kind of the same, which is good news. 48 degrees in Medford right now as we look at current temperatures across the country, 40 in Little Rock. Not that cold out east, which is the main reason I'm showing you this map where the blizzard has moved off. It's 27 in New York, 20 in Cleveland, 33 in D.C., 30 up in Halifax. And Halifax is kind of where the low that produced the snowstorm and the blizzard is spinning just offshore. So we're back to some snow flurries now coming across the Great Lakes into Ohio and Pennsylvania and parts of New York, but the storm itself has moved out. There's a little clipper system now coming down across Minnesota and pushing into the Great Lakes. So that's good news. They're starting to dig themselves out, literally. Here's the weather map back where we are. This is the upper level low that's been driving our rainy pattern going back to Saturday. It's weekend. It's pushed out to sea a little bit and dropped down to the south. And we're now on the southern edge of the main moisture fetch. And the moisture fetch for us is starting to thin out. And radar shows that. We had steady rain yesterday. Today already that's broken into scattered, mostly light showers. You can see precipitation areas though across all of our state. Futurecast, 9 o'clock this morning, scattered precipitation. This doesn't show much this afternoon period from Portland northward. There's a little heavier run of moisture catching Eugene and Bachelor and up into Jefferson. Snow level in the Cascades today generally at 5,000 feet. Yesterday, if you haven't heard, PDX 1.08 was a record. It was closer to about 1.5 inches in Salem, and it was over 2 in Eugene, also all records. Today, notice the difference. Instead of over 2 inches for Eugene, 23/100ths, instead of over 1 inch for Portland, maybe just shy of 1/10 of an inch. So you can definitely tell the main moisture surge is gone, or at least broken into scattered light rain showers. With that said, this looks pretty rainy. This is the Vancouver, the Springs of the Waterfront camera in Vancouver. 42 degrees there, 41 in Portland, 42 in Salem. Temperature is pretty uniform across really all of our region. Valley forecast upper 40s to maybe 50 in spots to get enough dry time this afternoon. Winds will be mainly light, northwest 5 to 15. Similar numbers up into southwest Washington. Kelso, Longview looking at a temperature of about 46 degrees today. 7-day numbers, so we'll go upper 40s to 50. Tomorrow, sun breaks return, which will feel nice. Spotty shower threat mainly in the PM hours, so lots of dry time. I still am watching a system. The modeling keeps the moisture to our north, so if that's the case, we'll be dry Thursday and Friday. I'm just saying there's a chance of some rain clipping us Thursday overnight into Friday morning. Other than that, the weekend is all dry, high-pressure ridging takes hold. We'll pick up an east wind as well. Saturday and Sunday, both days, up into the 50s with what looks to be lots of sunshine. Here's Chris.
East wind helping that drive off the tee box, right, Rod? All right, let's go
yeah.
ahead and get your drive going this morning. It is a little slow out there, in some cases really slow. Right now, the Banfield 84 westbound, really thick. Now, I haven't had any crashes reported right now, but we're looking at a 47-minute commute to get you in from Troutdale west to the I-5 split. Again, most of that slowing is inside the Gateway District. It's a solid 35 from 205 to downtown. Inbound Sunset improving. We're still just shy of 30 to get you from Hillsborough. Here's a live look at the Banfield, by the way, not far from the Hollywood district, coming in from Cesar Chavez. You can see that westbound drive really slow there. We'll take you out past Halsey and around the curve out towards 82nd Avenue. So that definitely is one of our thicker commutes. 217 also running pretty heavy northbound, that is, from I-5 to Highway 26. That rolling along at 18 miles an hour or less. Matthew, back to you.
Chris, thank you. Well, the Rose City is a soccer city, and it's one step closer to making the sport more accessible. The Wave's Power Soccer is making what athletes are hoping for in the future.
Hi, I'm Christine Padawanich. I'm a journalist at KGW, and I love exploring Portland's amazing food scene. New spot? I'm there. So I don't just report about our community, I belong to it. What happens here affects us all, and that's why we care so deeply about getting it right. And when local journalism is done right, it doesn't sit still, it moves. It moves you to act, to vote, to volunteer, to speak up, or to lend a hand. It moves your mind by challenging assumptions and offering new perspectives. It moves you forward by giving you the information to make decisions and thrive where you live. And yes, it moves your heart through the good stuff that stays with you wherever you are. And at KGW, we're here for all of it. These are the stories that move Portland.
Keep my dancing off camera this time for you.
Thank you so much.
FIFA World Cup just a few months away, and Seattle is getting ready to take center stage.
Yeah, city organizers say the goal here is to make sure that everyone is included in the action, whether you have a ticket or not. Brady Wakayama with our sister station in Seattle explains.
We're a city built for this. We're a city built for championships. We're a city built for big time events.
Seattle's ready to kick things off, and this time the whole world is playing along.
This is about showcasing to the world the richness and breadth of the different neighborhoods that we have here.
Peter Tomazawa is the CEO of the local organizing committee in Seattle for the FIFA World Cup tournament this summer. He announced plans to expand the fan experience beyond Lumen Field and beyond the original Seattle Center site. The free fan celebrations will now stretch across the city at Pacific Place in downtown, Waterfront Park, and Victory Hall near Lumen Field. Each site will host watch parties, food vendors, and family-friendly fun to soak in the World Cup spirit.
Community gathering, a community celebration, and really what we thought we would be doing is more around celebrating our communities as opposed to celebrating just watching a game.
This is just so cool. Like, the World Cup it's the biggest tournament in the world. It's coming here, and I'm super excited, and I definitely want to be a part of it.
These fan celebrations will make sure everyone can experience what this tournament is about, even if you don't have tickets to the games.
I think they're great starting points because those are, some key parts of our city, specifically downtown. So I think it's a great start to showcase our city to tourists and other fans that are coming out for the games.
Tomazawa says more celebrations are in the works, including in the Chinatown International District and the Central District. Details are still coming together, but he's ready for the world to arrive June 11th.
An amazing legacy of showcasing how innovative, how inclusive, and just how amazing our community is.
Meanwhile, for the first time ever this past weekend, the Portland area hosted a power soccer tournament. Teams from California and Canada made the trip to the Beaverton Family YMCA to play in the event run by the Rose City Renegades power soccer team. Now, power soccer is a game for power wheelchair users. Players use modified wheelchairs to move the ball around. 4 players on each side, 3 in the field, and a goalkeeper. It's a fast-paced and dynamic game.
It's just so much fun. It's not only do we get to compete at a high level in our sport that we can do ourselves independently, but you also hang out with other people in your community. And we're all enemies on the court, and then we're all like one big happy weird family after the game's over. So it's fun. I love it.
And the Rose City Renegades and the other teams in the tournament hope to play in the national tournament later this year. Good for them. Hey, will you be voting whether to raise taxes in May or November? Why Republicans are pushing back what Democrats want moved up.
KGW Plus TV app, streaming 24/7. Local news from the team you trust. Track how the weather will impact your day. Breaking news live from the scene. All the local news you need. KGW Plus. Download on your TV and watch for free. On Weather Impact Alert Days, stay informed, prepared, and connected with KGW and KGW Plus. Coverage that alerts you to what's coming and how it will impact you. Watch extended weather coverage on KGW Plus.
I'm Trina Green, morning anchor at KGW and new dog mom to this sweet guy. Meet Barry. I love getting your mornings off to a great start, whether it's sharing stories of resilience and triumph in our community, or following breaking news from Beaverton to Gresham and everywhere in between. We've got you covered, because when news moves fast, you need a team that moves with you. Make the move to KGW Sunrise, weekday mornings from 5 to 9, anywhere you watch.
Good morning, I'm Matthew Herchick. It appears that the WNBA is running out of time if the 2026 season is going to start on schedule. That includes the debut of the Portland Fire. According to the Associated Press, the WNBA told the Players Union they need to agree to a new collective bargaining agreement by March 10th to start the season on time. That's just 2 weeks away. The Fire is set to open the regular season on May 9th against the Chicago Sky. Headed over to Rod for a look at the weather.
Well, we have a difference from yesterday when it was steady rain. You can see it's broken areas or scattered, mostly light rain showers moving across the area at this hour. Still pretty wet outside, and certainly from the 1 inch that fell yesterday. Shalem Tasting Room out in Sherwood, what I like to call the barn camera. I want to show a little bit of fog and elevation in wine country. That's the Dundee Hills, the camera out at Domain Serene Winery. In Portland, we're at 41. Most temperatures are about 40, 46 at noon. Might get up to 50 if we have enough dry time mixed in this afternoon. Just a spotty shower chance tomorrow. And maybe we stay dry Thursday into the weekend. Certainly Saturday and Sunday look to be mostly sunny.
Good morning. Some in the Northeast are taking advantage of all the snow falling. 2 otters at Baltimore's National Aquarium turned Sunday snow into their own little winter wonderland. Go, go, go. Get it, get it, get it. These adorable videos show them at different moments. They're rolling, sliding, running through the fresh snow. At one point, one otter takes a running start, then launches into a full body belly slide across the deck. Look at it. Go, go, go. Meow.
Rod, you missed it. I was wondering why China was going like this, like super excited right before. Then
I saw the line that said like otters, which shows like what the story is about, and I was like, yes,
yes,
yes.
That's
they know to get them in the show for you.
They are my favorite animal, aside from
We
my
love
dog.
Very well established, by the way.
Yes.
She loves otters.
Yeah.
Here's our radar. We don't have steady rain today. We have scattered light showers. Yesterday we picked up over an inch of rain. Today the models say Portland moving forward maybe only a tenth of an inch. So we go from this wet to that wet today. You'll notice the difference. Now, with that said, because all of the rain in the past 24 hours, it's still pretty soggy out there overall. And we do have active light showers still moving across the area, but we're opening up some decent dry breaks. Currently no rain from McMinnville all the way up into Portland as the crow flies right there. Here's our Salem sky camera. Cloudy skies, all areas. 42 is the number. Light winds west-northwest. There's a look at downtown Portland. Currently dry. 41. Notice the calm Willamette waters there. No wind reported out at the airport this morning. 46 at noon. If the models are correct, we get like this many showers this morning, but only that many this afternoon. So a day that might have a tendency to show some drying. 46 at noon. Highs might just get up to about 50 degrees. Similar setup at the coast. This does show Eugene 50 at 4 o'clock today. 52 over in Bend, and generally a gray sky day statewide, with temperatures most areas getting up into the 40s, including out in the gorge, where there's not a lot of wind this morning either. 7-day forecast numbers. So 50 today if we get enough dry time this afternoon. Tomorrow, partly sunny skies, a lingering spotty shower threat, but lots of dry time. And then Thursday dry, 53. I'm telling you, there's a system passing to our north Thursday night, Friday morning. Maybe the rain stays to our north, maybe it doesn't. Other than that, we're all dry into the weekend. I have mostly sunny skies, 52 Saturday. Mostly sunny on 54 on Sunday, which should feel pretty nice. Here's Chris.
Rod, thank you. We pick it up with a traffic alert on the west side, westbound Highway 26 out near Murray Boulevard. It looks like we've got a crash here that's got the westbound left lane blocked. I think this is the Murray overpass. So yeah, you can see police on the scene there. Actually, only one lane getting by right now, the right lane. So that's got westbound traffic backed up solidly out past Cedar Hills Boulevard. So give yourself some extra time getting out towards Beaverton and Hillsborough on Highway 26. The inbound drive, no picnic either. This is a live look right now near the Sylvan Hill. There's the Canyon Road on-ramp. So 26 inbound needs some help, and so does the Banfield. The Banfield has been one of our slowest freeways. It still is. 45 minutes right now, I-84, to get you from Troutdale west to the I-5 split. Matthew?
Chris, thank you. State Democrats are one step closer to having you vote on an increase in taxes, including the gas tax, in May instead of November.
Now, this goes back to last fall when Oregon lawmakers passed a series of fee hikes and tax increases to fund ODOT. Republicans collected enough signatures to get a referendum overturning many of those hikes on the ballot. While they want it to be on the November ballot when voter turnout is higher, Senate Democrats passed a bill Monday that moves up that timeline.
Nearly 250,000 Oregonians signed a petition that explicitly said November 3rd was the election date. Now, Senate Bill 1599 seeks to break that contract by truncating the process, collapsing the Supreme Court's review of the ballot title, and shredding the statutory framework for a robust public debate.
The sooner that we in this governing body can get explicit direction from the public, the sooner that we in the legislature can get to work on the difficult task of finding a long-term solution that protects and preserves our existing public infrastructure.
The House still needs to approve the plan. Meantime, Senate Democrats, led by Oregon Senator Ron Wyden, are rolling out a Tariff Refund Act of 2026 that they say will put some money back in people's pockets by refunding certain tariffs.
It's estimated that $175 billion in tariff revenue has been collected. The introduced act would require a full refund with the interest of those funds by U.S. Customs and Border Protection. The CBP would have 180 days to reimburse U.S. companies with small businesses and importers prioritized. This comes after the Supreme Court ruled that President Trump's imposed tariffs were unconstitutional in a 6-3 vote. Now, Senator Wyden said in part, quote, Trump's illegal tax scheme has already done lasting damage to American families, small businesses, and manufacturers who have been hammered by wave after wave of new Trump tariffs. A crucial first step is helping people who need it most by putting money back in the pockets of small businesses and manufacturers as soon as possible. Now, also yesterday, Republican representatives walked out of a House floor session. Republican leadership says they did it to call attention to a colleague accused of creating a hostile work environment. That colleague, Representative Jason Kropp, a Democrat from Bend, is accused of intimidating another lawmaker into changing her vote on a firearms bill. Kropp has since resigned from the committee where the issue came up. But Republican leaders want the Legislative Equity Office to do a full investigation. Without the Republicans on the floor, the Speaker of the House, Julie Fahey, says the House was not able to vote on a single bill Monday.
I firmly believe it will save lives immediately. I believe if this had been in place when Christine was targeted, she'd still be alive.
Meanwhile, Oregon lawmakers are largely getting behind a bill that would help protect survivors of stalking and domestic violence. The legislation honors a Colorado woman killed by her stalker in 2023. She documented each time the stalker contacted her and provided that evidence to investigators. Search warrants went out a month before her death, but companies in charge did not respond until it was too late.
In her case, the communications companies were the only ones that held the key to the identity of her true stalker and ultimately her killer. They were the only ones that could have told her that the call is quite literally coming from inside the house.
It turns out the stalker was her husband. Christille's law would require social media companies to respond to search warrants in cases involving domestic violence or stalking within 72 hours and all other communication companies within 5 business days. Last week, the House passed the bill with unanimous approval. President Trump will give his State of the Union address later today, but many Oregon congressional delegates say they will not be there.
Sunrise reporter Thomas Schultz joins us from downtown Portland. Thomas, what else are Congress members saying about this address?
Yeah, well, look, guys, both Oregon Senators Jeff Merkley and Ron Wyden say they will not be in attendance. Senator Ron Wyden telling us in part in a statement, quote, sitting through Donald Trump's unhinged ramblings about his unconstitutional schemes does nothing to help Oregonians justifiably concerned about his attacks on the economy and the law, as well as his desperate diversions from the Epstein investigation. 3 Oregon representatives also plan to skip the speech. Congresswoman Maxine Dexter says she's sending an Epstein abuse survivor in her place. Though Representative Janelle Bynum says she'll show up and bring a Clackamas Community College student with her to showcase the need for more opportunity for young people. Bynum says she'll attend to call the president out on what she calls his nonsense and demand him to take his job seriously. Here's what President Trump had to say yesterday about his upcoming speech.
Oh, we have a country that's now doing well. We have the greatest economy we've ever had. We have the most activity we've ever had. I'm making a speech tomorrow night, and you'll be hearing me say that. I mean, it's going to be a long speech because we have so much to talk about.
And that speech is scheduled for 6 o'clock tonight. It'll be broadcast on NBC, so of course you can watch it right here on KGW. Matthew, China.
Thomas Schultz reporting live this morning. Thomas, thank you. And Representative Janelle Bynum says that she's running for re-election in Oregon's 5th congressional district. Last year, Bynum made history when she was sworn in as Oregon's first black member of Congress. Before winning her congressional seat, she served as a state legislator. She also currently serves on the Financial Services Committee and is a member of the Congressional Black Caucus and the New Democrat Coalition.
The city of Portland has appointed Brenda Alvarado as its first immigrant affairs lead, a new position focused on city outreach to immigrant communities. She's a longtime immigrant activist and will direct programs, policy recommendations, and partnerships aimed at connecting immigrants with city services and upholding Portland's existing sanctuary policies. Mayor Keith Wilson says Alvarado will play a central role as the city responds to federal immigration policies and enforcement.
It's 8:39. Time to head over to Chris for a look at our morning commute.
Guys, let's take it over to the west side, shall we? Some trouble on the Sunset earlier, westbound. We had a crash out near Murray Boulevard. The good news is the crash is out of the way. The bad news is, as always, there's a residual delay, and you're looking at it. That's the westbound commute from Cedar Hills Boulevard, trickling along at about 7 miles an hour or so for a mile or two. So give yourself a couple of extra minutes to get out towards Beaverton and Hillsborough. Also on the west side, 217 northbound here from Hall Boulevard, running pretty thick from there up past Shoals Ferry to Beaverton Hillsdale Highway. And last but not least, there's a look at the inbound Sunset. Drive time shaking out like this, still really thick on the Banfield right now. That's about a 33-minute ride to get you in from Troutdale. All right, roll the music. If you're not awake yet, that probably will get you there. We're talking about Driving Me Crazy, a series about things that drive us nuts on the roads. Usually these are your ideas. This one happens to be mine. Took the kids up to government camp to go play in the snow this weekend, and on a serious note, there were some serious issues on Highway 26. Snow-covered roads, at least one crash. You saw some emergency responders there. The issue at hand is twofold. This one, drivers chaining up. Okay, good that you had chains. The bad news here is that you had 3 opportunities to chain up in designated chain-up areas rather than in an open lane of traffic, which backed up the drive getting up to the snow zone. So just, ODOT puts those signs out for a reason. Chain up in the designated areas. This is dangerous and of course backs up traffic for miles as well. The other issue is on the return trip. We had icy roads. We had at least one car in a ditch there. You can see somebody over there on the shoulder putting their chains on. Watch this. I apologize for the blurry video, but if you look closely to the right, you'll see a tow truck and an SUV that slid off the road into the ditch there on the right. ODOT had to close the road for about 2 hours because of icy conditions. And so all of us that waited patiently in that westbound lane are sitting there watching traffic like that on the left, flying by without a care in the world on the icy roads because their car can do better than your car can. Or maybe their time is more important than yours.
They are just so much more important than us that it's like,
their
please
time.
allow.
That's usually
allow
what
us
most
to let you go.
Driving Me Crazies break down to.
Their time so much more valuable.
Your time is more important than mine, so
Right.
by all means,
Exactly.
go. Yeah, that is my rant for today. That's my rant, but a lot of these are your ideas, and if you have one, I'd love to hear it. What drives you nuts on the roads? Post your videos, photos on my social media, or you can email me, cmcginnis@kgw.com.
All right, imagine having not only your face, but your dating profile blown up on a billboard. A group of friends is hoping it will bring a happy ending. Coming up.
Hey everybody, here at ShopTVDeals.com, we love to bring you products that we love ourselves and have tested. And let me tell you something, I love this coat. It's been a long winter. Even for friends in the South, they've had ice and cold and snow, and we have too. But I've been nice and cozy now for the last 2 months thanks to this jacket. This is the Helios heated jacket, and why I love this so much is that there are 5 heated panels within this jacket, and you can target exactly where you want the heat. Even better, it comes in multiple colors. There's a men's style and a women's style as well, and even better than all that, it also can convert into a vest, so this jacket gets you through more than just one season. And then these 2 little buttons right here on the pocket. I love how easy this is to use. You hold it for a few seconds, and that puts you on red, which is the highest setting, but then you also have white and blue. So it depends on the intensity that you want, but no matter what you pick, it keeps you nice and warm and cozy. So not only is it a good looking jacket, and you have your front pockets right here, you have another pocket right here for smaller items, a Velcro pocket, but the idea here is about warmth. When you're having a tough winter, a jacket like this means so much, whether you're going for a long walk or whether you're waiting for the car to heat up. No matter what it is, this is a great jacket, and not only a great jacket, a great deal. 45% off. Can't put a price on beating back against old man winter like I've been. I really do love this coat, so check it out. You have the QR code there at the bottom of the screen or shoptvdeals.com.
The KGW Plus TV app, streaming 24/7. Local news from the team you trust on your time. Track how the weather will impact your day.
Certainly becoming increasingly hazardous.
Extended, continuous coverage of breaking news live from the scene.
That snowpack is still heavy.
Go deeper with in-depth interviews and exclusive reporting. All the local news you need, live or on demand. KGW Plus. Download on your TV and watch for free. The KGW Plus TV app, streaming 24/7. Local news from the team you trust. Track how the weather will impact your day. Breaking news live from the scene. All the local news you need. KGW Plus. Download on your TV and watch for free. On Weather Impact Alert Days, stay informed, prepared, and connected with KGW and KGW Plus. Coverage that alerts you to what's coming and how it will impact you. Watch extended weather coverage on KGW Plus.
Okay, your time now is 8:46. We're taking a live look from our Astoria Skycam.
Yeah.
What bridge is that?
It's the Astoria Meckler Bridge. That's that long bad boy that connects Oregon to Washington across the Columbia.
Been on that once.
Yeah, really that is a bucket list thing.
Yeah.
If you're fairly new to our area, you should drive across that bridge
pretty.
one time. Yeah.
And then you get out in the middle and you're like, I am in the middle.
Now have a sandwich before you go because that's quite a little ways across.
Always thinking about food, this guy.
It's a little cloudy out there.
Yeah, and kind of dark. I think I have that same camera coming up in my show. Let's go up high. Here's Timberline. Looks like some flurries right now. I tell you what, that forecast that we put out some weeks back for the back half of February, at least getting us into most systems that are coming and going, dropping snow. Because remember, much of the winter, they were dropping rain, the weather systems. So we are building our snowpack, and I want to show you what we're up to. 32 at Timberline this morning. They are now reporting 74 inches. Wasn't that long ago they were reporting only 30-something. Mount Hood has a 66-inch base. Ski Bowl's back up above 2 feet, and Bachelor reporting 52 on the ground now with their updated report. The passes, by the way, are wet pavement this morning. Snow level of 5,000 feet expected to hold. Now, be prepared for winter driving conditions, but this day has the potential to be pretty easy travel-wise over the high country. All right, this is what happened yesterday, and these were all records for the date. Portland 1.08, Salem 1.37, 2.35 down Eugene. Certainly was more down to the north and less rain amounts up to the south. I do want to slide this way and show you what's left of the winter storm / blizzard that hit the northeast down into New York State. It's now spinning and weakening off near Halifax. You can see that it's mainly dry right along the east coast this morning. Snow showers from another system. This is not a big system. It's what we usually refer to as a clipper. Fast moving, producing snow in Wisconsin. This will push down through the Great Lakes today. But they are now recovering, digging themselves out, however you want to phrase it, from that snowstorm. All right, here at home, we've got rain in California. We've got showers scattered and light up into our area. This has been the engine of our rain going back to Saturday. It's weakened. It's pushed a little bit out to sea. It's dropped down to the south. We're now on the weakening northern fringe of that moisture flow. Here it is on radar. Remember my message yesterday was steady rain. It's not going to stop. You're not going to have any dry time. Well, today it's the opposite. Scattered light showers already starting to mix in some dry time. And remember I just showed you over an inch in Portland and Salem and over 2 inches in Eugene? Well, today with scattered light showers in the forecast, the modeling goes only about a quarter down in Eugene and maybe not even fully getting to a 1/10 of an inch of rain up in Portland. There's that kind of the iris setting is just kind of dark looking at the Astoria Meckler Bridge. 45 is the temperature there. This is out in the Dalles from the Oregon Veterans Home camera. Kind of cloudy, but holding well above freezing and 38 degrees. Temperatures are pretty uniform all areas. We get up to about 50 today. Only a spotty shower chance tomorrow as we really dry out for the rest of the week. A rain chance that may or may not drop into us Thursday night, Friday morning, the weekend. I still have mostly sunny skies both days. It is birthday time. All right, here we go. Sophia's 2 today. Happy birthday to you. Janice is 70. Hope you have a wonderful day today, celebrating your birthday. Roscoe is also 70 today. Happy birthday to you. And Sue celebrating being 80 years young today. Happy birthday to you. Great, probably a family photo there, I'm guessing. Wonderful picture. We'll celebrate with you. Send us your photos of birthdays at kgw.com. Here's Chris.
Rodney, thank you for that. Let's go ahead and get you out the door. That is a look at Highway 35 up in the Parkdale area. They had some fresh snow overnight, and with that, the Hood River School District on a 2-hour delay today. All right, back down for the rest of us. The drive is still slow in some spots. Let's take you out to the west side. 217 northbound, especially slow. North of Hall Boulevard up past Shoals Ferry. There's the live look right now. That trip between interchanges, I-5 to Highway 26, 22 minutes. So that still needs some help. Westbound on the Sunset, still a little thick from Cedar Hills Boulevard out past an earlier crash seen near Murray. And the inbound Sunset still running a little thick as well. Last check of the Banfield, 33 minutes now to get you westbound from Troutdale to downtown. We'll be right back.
I'm David Mulco, the evening anchor at KGW. Though when I'm not working, I like to spend as much time as possible out here in nature. So I don't just report about our community, I belong to it. You see, what happens here affects us all, and that's why we care so deeply about getting it right. And when local journalism is done right, it doesn't sit still, it moves. It moves you to act, to vote, to volunteer, to talk about it, to speak up, or to lend a hand. It moves your mind by challenging assumptions and offering new perspectives. It moves you forward by giving you the information to make decisions and thrive where you live. And yes, it moves your heart through the kind of human storytelling that stays with you wherever you are. And at KGW, we're here for all of it. These are the stories that move Portland.
When to wrap up our top stories this morning, Oregon lawmakers are largely getting behind a bill that would require social media companies to respond to search warrants in cases involving domestic violence or stalking within 72 hours and all other communications companies within 5 business days. Last week, the House passed the bill with unanimous approval. State Democrats are one step closer to having Oregonians vote on an increase in taxes, including the gas tax in May instead of November. Last fall, lawmakers passed a series of fee hikes and tax increases to fund ODOT. Since then, Republicans collected enough signatures for a referendum to put many of those hikes on the ballot. While they wanted it to be on the November ballot when voter turnout is higher, yesterday Senate Democrats passed a bill to put it on the May ballot. The House still needs to approve the plan. And Representative Janelle Bynum says she's running for re-election in Oregon's 5th Congressional District. Last year, Bynum made history when she was sworn in as Oregon's first Black member of Congress. Rob?
All right, well, I was waiting. We're looking at the representative there, right? 50 degrees is our temperature today that we could get up to. Scattered light showers, so not nearly the rain that we had 24 hours ago. And starting tomorrow, really, it's pretty dry all the way into the weekend.
Still have a couple of slow spots out there on the roads. We'll take you to some of them. I-84 westbound. Hey, we've got it out of the red to the yellow, so that's an improvement. Less than 30 minutes now from Troutdale. I-5 from Wilsonville, about 35 minutes. Highway 26 still a little slow and go at the Stillman Hill. A reminder, today, Multnomah County doing multiple bridge lifts of the Hawthorne Bridge for annual bridge inspection, duration up to 20 minutes. So be aware of that if that's part of your commute. Tomorrow, they will switch to the Morrison Bridge. So Wednesday and Thursday, there will be multiple bridge lifts of the Morrison Bridge. Again, duration up to 20 minutes. We'll keep you posted.
All right, one last story to get to. Over in Arkansas, a group of friends gone to new heights, literally, to get their friend a date. This is Victor Magana. He's been single for 5 years. So his friends rented this billboard along Interstate 40 and put his dating profile on.
Tacos. I like it.
Yeah. Magano
Stable.
says that he's grateful for his friends. And the billboard will be up for a year and will be taken down if he meets someone.
Stable job, buys car parts, not drugs.
Nice looking gentleman.
Yeah.
In Arkansas. I'm from Missouri. We always say strange things happen down there in Arkansas.
It's so crazy that this happened. I was just talking to the billboard company here to get yours on it.
I knew that.
But we have something better than a billboard.
What do we have?
We have the KGW Plus streaming app to let everyone know that we've got this handsome gentleman up for, not auction, but just looking for a...
Well,
we could auction.
sure
You can buy anything for sale.
Not necessarily about getting a date. It's about getting a good date or the right person.
A good date.
go.
You know?
Yeah. He's
young and foolish.
discriminating. He's got standards.
We'll settle eventually. Hey, reminder, you can watch
We
Sunrise every day live exclusively here on KGW Plus starting at 7 o'clock. We also have added another half hour of news at 12:30 and 5:30 right here on Plus. We hope to see you then.